Are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How old are you?
30.
30.
Mhm.
And so, how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless for like a good 6 months,
Okay, six
going on
months.
6 months,
About six
but
months.
it's rough. It's kind of hard, out here. So, like how so is it hard?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you really don't want to be in the streets, but if you don't have nowhere to go, that's where you're gonna go. Is come to the streets, and I'm not used to this, but I have to get used to it until my life get better. Well, I caught COVID, so I did lose my job. Um, I didn't have much support, and it became to that point of not having support and
So it's
not
just
having help with my kids.
financial, and
Yeah.
then not having a safety net kind of to fall back onto.
Yes. One ten,
Okay,
one
well,
nine,
give us a second, big
one
dog.
is 5, and one is 3.
You say 10, 9, 5, and 3?
Yes.
Okay. All same dad or different dads?
All of them have the dad except for one.
Okay, which one has a different dad?
My 9-year-old.
I guess the one that you have three with, you guys was like in a relationship?
We was in a relationship, but we stopped being in a relationship. Things had kind of went down, and I don't have help from him.
What happened?
Um,
Why'd the relationship dissolve?
because I was bringing everything to the table.
So basically, as far
All right, is this man accountable though? Here we are. This woman, homeless, 4 kids. Where does the man's accountability fall into place?
There you go.
Or does he have any accountability with her being homeless? What if the man got the kids?
There you go. That's just to be. Yeah, can't say anything until we find out where these kids are. Yeah, if they're out there with her, he definitely got some accountability. Because let's get it understood. If she was a dramatic baby mama when she had a roof, she really ain't got much room for you to say can't come get your kids now. She ain't got no home. She her back against the wall. I would have to imagine. So I'll have to say that at the very least, the father, depending on the circumstance, because we know they can get brazy, he at least got more pressure on him to do something, but ain't no need for them kids to be out there if as long as he got a roof. But let's not get it misunderstood. A lot of time these women date the men that they qualify for. The fact that she homeless, he probably went too far from being homeless himself.
And also, uh, she got kids in between. So she had like a 10-year-old and 9-year-old, right? But these are two different men. So the man who had her first baby daddy, right? Then she had a kid by another man. Then this man came back and knocked her up again. Out of pocket, fellas. If you have a kid by a woman and she gonna have a kid by another man, you don't double back and have a kid by her after that. I'm sorry. They're going to get some codes.
Yeah,
It just don't sound. It just. I'm sorry.
seriously. Yeah, that you don't do. At that point, you shooting yourself in the face with the 12 gauge, not shooting yourself in the foot, straight to the grill, buckshot. Why would you do that? Seriously, have a kid. She gonna have a kid by somebody else. You gonna double back and say, okay, I'm gonna put another one in you. That's to each his own, I guess.
Is that
Everyone's
wild?
more.
Is that wild? Could you do that?
I see. Nah, I had a baby mother. I proved no, never, ever, never. Like you said, it ain't even a thought. It ain't because most times it don't end well. Young men and women having kids very seldomly ends
You going
well
back
or
into this house
cordial.
with another man's kid. You going back into the house. Whole nother man's seed in
Seriously,
here.
see what I'm saying? And I just think it's
It's
gross
bad.
personally. It's wild. So a lot has yet to be uncovered with this.
why wasn't he working?
Because he was more out in the streets doing him, and I was the one working, taking care of the kids. So I just stopped being in a relationship with him because I was bringing too much to the table by myself with 4 daughters.
With him being out in the streets, was he making money out in the streets?
Yeah, but he wasn't bringing me nothing. He wasn't helping.
Okay, okay. And so I mean, I guess at a certain point you had kind of cheated or had a baby with another dude, kind of. I guess right after the first baby, right?
No,
What happened?
I mean, well, yeah, I actually left Arizona. I went back to Michigan, and then I got pregnant, and then came back and had the rest of my kids with him.
Okay, okay. The dad in Michigan, is he active and present in his life?
The one that's in Michigan actually is here.
He's
He
here in
moved
Arizona.
here, and
Okay.
that's the one who got the 9-year-old, and the rest of the girls, yes, have the same mother
And so, where do the rest of the kids stay?
with my sister.
Okay, and that's here in Arizona.
Yes, Arizona.
Okay.
Going to school, getting good grades.
Stop. Stop. Too much. And I can't let it go another minute. I'm gonna start forgetting shit. Stop. Last point. First point. Real quick. Homeless. Someone say. This woman is homeless, Willie. She on here, her hair freshly did. She got eyelashes on.
I'm seeing it, though. I'm seeing it. She's talking about kids. Here we go.
And that's what I'm gonna say. Talking about trying to take credit for your kids getting grades when they don't even live with you. You have forfeited ever claiming any good things that they do. You cannot be sitting here boasting about what your children are doing simply because you birthed them. Hell no. Hell to the no. Listen. Can't do it, Willie. You can't do it. She said, all kids, they all getting good grades. Yeah. Whoa.
This never ends well. It's most traumatic to the kids. Even if she do end up, I am gonna get into scenarios. Everybody like to make anecdotal situations. It never ends well. Most likely she'll end up getting some house, whatever, working, get some house through some program, and it's gonna be different from in a different school district than these kids is currently in. And they have to move there, and they ain't gonna want to because they made friends here. And I'm saying all this to say, through all this, no one really thinks about these children. And you got four daughters total. All wonky situation. And whenever these men and women tell these stories about their life, they make it seem like all these happenings were just kind of fluid. This shit got wild.
I lost my job. Why you lose your job? Because I caught COVID. And whoa, somebody can't fire you for COVID. You got a whole lawsuit. Stop.
Seriously, zero accountability. You're not gonna get any sympathy or empathy from me. When you have zero accountability, you are cancer. That's just final. Fuck what you heard, what you're hearing. I ain't trying nothing this woman trying to say at this point. So is she talking about?
Kid? He said, is she talking about the whole scenario I painted? He even hit on it. I said, fuck. He said, you had an older son, you had another kid by another man. She said, yeah, I was moving. She a whole mercenary. I moved to Michigan. I was moving. He moved there. We was all fucking. I was having kids up here. I moved down here and he knocked me up. Whoa. I came back, had more of his kids. What the? Oh man!
Because she felt bad because she got pregnant from a dude from Michigan, so she came back to say, "Shit, I got to give him a baby."
That bitch ain't got no feelings. And two, I
gotta give him a baby and get these babies to my sister. Give them up to my sister.
What a gift!
Yeah, and that's sad, and that's sick, man.
The fact that she said, started talking about her children's grades and how good they are, this is gonna get bad real fast.
Yeah, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. This is probably the best part of this whole interview. She gotta have a silver lining. It's gonna be how well her children are doing, because she ain't doing too well.
Taken care of. It's just I gotta get my things together.
Okay.
It's the zone. This is where a lot of people stay when they get homeless, or they waiting for housing.
Anybody walk up on me? Make sure you just let me know.
I got you.
All right.
They have programs, which I am waiting for a program for housing. They put people in the rooms and things like that, and some people choose not to leave. Like me, I want to get it together. I want to go to a room where get permanent housing, but things take time, not overnight, and I'm just trying to get better as the days go by. I just go day by day.
That's a fact. Okay, so so you got 4 kids. They're all kind of doing their thing.
Yeah.
And so have you ever been married?
No.
No. Okay. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. So where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
So growing up in the D, did you have both your mom and dad in the household?
Yeah. No, I didn't. Okay. I had my mom and my dad, but they wasn't in the same household. They was both in the streets doing them. But my mom made sure home was good. My dad was around. I grew up with his family.
Hold up.
They was in the streets, but they made sure home was good.
She said, no, they was both in the streets, but mama made sure home was good.
There you go.
She said they both was in the streets. These are her words. They both was in the streets doing their own thing, but mama made sure home was good. And she about to say, but dad and daddy was gone.
And they was both out, doing their thing though.
Yeah, but mom made sure she was good and daddy was gone. You know what I'm saying? Or the 66.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing the theme that we're gonna be doing this is simply broken people or coming from broken people. It's probably gonna be a rarity where you're gonna see some of these people saying they're coming from a decent home.
There you go.
Right? It's gonna, they're gonna be painting some dark pictures. I'm gonna imagine. Not to say you can't come from a good home and end up here. Shit, I'm sure anybody can, but
For sure.
your chances. We ain't talking about possibilities. We talk about probabilities. Right
there we go. Yes.
We don't do the possibilities. Anything's fucking possible. I go ahead and hit the lottery. I can go fuck Tyra Banks. Ain't any of that wild shit. But we simply got to boil it down to the probabilities. And what is probable to happen is when these kids are coming from these broken homes, they're probable to end up on this show if they live in this area.
After that came down here when I was like 10, on and off to Arizona and Detroit.
So he was down here?
No, my father was in Detroit. My mom and my sister on my mom's side moved here.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. All righty. So it's okay. So I mean, growing up, would you say you had like a fairly normal childhood?
So and so, because I feel like just by my parents doing what they do, being in the street. My mom took care of home. I still had to raise me. You get what I'm saying? And not saying that she didn't raise me, but when parents on their things and they doing them, you gotta look out for yourself. Which I have a big brother and a big sister, on which they did well by me, but things happen, and everybody end up moving to Arizona.
Okay. And so I mean, like, did anything like happen to you when you was a child or anything like that?
I got.
How old were you when that happened?
I was like 6. Living in Detroit, West Side. I got by a boy. I didn't want to do things that he didn't want me to do. So.
How old was he at the time?
13. And my mom and them, I was always around his big sister. She used to keep my hair done and things like that until one day my mom went out and, she wanted to have her older boyfriend over and the other boy, her brothers and them was all there and they wanted us to do things that I didn't want to do.
Here we go. The debauchery. We got to keep an eye on the damn babies. Quit being so fast. Because here we go. A few months ago when, Tiffany Haddish made that skit, people say the fuck they want, man. These are the babies.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all want to leave these kids at home and y'all want to go out, and y'all want to do whatever the fuck y'all want to do, and then y'all, even when y'all are home, y'all too busy on your phone and doing whatever, chasing men, doing whatever y'all doing, speaking to the women in particular, the single women that are raising these damn kids at the highest rate, and y'all let these babies go out the house for hours at a time. Y'all let them go over anybody's house. Y'all trust everybody because y'all selfish and y'all only worry about what y'all doing. I know the game. You ain't gonna fool me with this one. I got a PhD in this shit, in this type of debauchery. This is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Real shit. Yeah, this is. And here's the thing. That is why we believe in our hearts that, men heinous of such crimes such as, grape, of any extent, that they should be deleted, to say it nicely, because that woman never fully recovered from being molested at the age of 6. And then
by another child, though, but these are all unsupervised.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing too.
Yeah, we gotta. It's more educated. Yeah.
There you go.
What we gonna do? Gotta attack the parents. Gonna take the parents out, but
there you
these
go.
are unsupervised kids doing fuck.
We at the point of where kids is touching kids, and that is not only unsupervised. They seeing this. Ain't no 13-year-old boy growing up in a healthy environment. Think about this. That is just facts. He ain't doing this. They seeing this. Like she said, her mama, they fucking in front of these children. Wow.
It all starts from home, man. It all starts from home.
Ain't nobody, listen here. Ain't nobody sitting there waiting for no kids to fall asleep. Fuck, Serge even said that. They fucking with the children on the bed. So,
and it's the phones too, Willie. So these kids got all this. They ain't controlling what these kids is doing. Everybody letting their kids on their phone. I would say that's more to do. I agree with what you're saying. They doing the shit in front of the kids. But I would say it's letting your kids be on TikTok unsupervised, letting your kids on YouTube unsupervised, letting your kid have internet access at all. People say, well, what you gonna do? How you gonna do that? Everybody getting that. They all got phones. How y'all gonna stop this? How y'all gonna stop that? Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. You figure that shit out. It ain't up to me to figure out how the fuck you gonna do that shit. Let your kids do whatever the fuck you want. That's on you.
That's some bullshit. Just control is a motherfucker. You gotta have control. You have to. That's why shit be happening. I'm not saying it's the only reason, but it's one of them things. No, you cannot watch some bullshit. You cannot have my phone either. You could be watching a lot of goddamn Sesame Street. But if you touch my child in an inappropriate way, child or not, you better pray. You better pray that I don't make you lose what you got. Man, like, that shit ain't funny. Like, I'm one of them people. All right, there's a line you just don't cross. And there's a risk factor. I will use my muscles to my ability. And the access of what I got. That's why I don't carry weapons on me. Automatic weapons and shit like that. Because you'll be reading about me and I'll just be like, whatever. You shouldn't have fucked with my kid like that.
And that's part of it.
You know
That's
what I'm
part of
saying?
it, Banger. Is not to cut you off, but there aren't enough fathers like you. So a lot of times these people are preying on, the ones where there's not a man nowhere in sight. Right? They know if a Banger or Willie's in sight, I dare not do this.
But I mean, you right, and this is the problem with a lot of men that don't take action to a responsibility. Like, if a female, I don't want to be with you, fine, don't. I don't need your sorry ass. But when it comes to my child, there's a limit that you can only do. You are my bloodline. Over my bloodline, if I know about it too, there's a chance you need to go into some synagogue or something and pray. Because I'm going to try to end it all and ain't nobody going to say, don't do that, Banger. Shit. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to be on your ass worse than the police because I don't mind going to jail, eating honey buns, oozing noodles, and doing push-ups all day and getting called for count. You would not bother to fuck with my kid, and then I gotta accept it because you think you a gangster. You just can't do certain shit like that. You did. That's the unthinkable. You can't do that. You could. I don't give a fuck if you look, because I can't stop you with eyes from going somewhere. You do the shit. You do some shit like that. When I catch you, they gonna be like, man, I ain't know what. I thought this dude was possessed. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go on the news, cuffed up, and I'm gonna say it. You shouldn't have did that to my child. I will tell your family, that man shouldn't have did it. And if somebody else wants some smoke, you go get everything I got left in me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I told another man, bro, if you ain't willing to do your seed, then don't have one.
I approve of this message, man.
I do too. That is what we call threat deterrent. That's going to deter any threat. That does not sound like it's a fight worth fighting.
It's one of them things, man. What you got to lose?
Yeah, I agree. Shit, for sure. Shit. But yeah, that's the thing. Kids doing this, like I said, whether it's something they seen in the house or it was via sexual content on the phone, like Gavin said, which is one of the most likely the biggest obstacle of any parent today is overcoming the exposure that our kids have to these damn phones. But as Gavin said as well, there is a way. There's apps. You can monitor it. Me and my wife do very well. You can monitor what they do, and you can instill in them values. It all starts at home. I can't stress that enough. I remember way back whenever Bill Cosby caught a lot of slack from saying, it's the parents. The parents, it all starts at home. And it's, why Bill say that? He blamed the parents. Bill was on to something. It all starts at home. It all starts at home.
I tell you what.